As I sat back, only to reflect in deep thought of minuscule task, it dawned on me that I must recap the week before me. I present to you the Code Crew Code School, Week 4.
Hey, what's going on YouTube? Oh shit, I forgot my notes. What's going on YouTube? I'm back with a recap for week 4 of Code Crew Code School. So you guys pretty much are catching on to the drill at this point. So let me go ahead and jump straight into what we did. So, we kind of did the thing that we normally do with new languages. We kind of run through the whole syntax learning in day 1. For example, the one thing I noticed that's a little different about JavaScript versus Java or Python, it's not as strongly typed as Java, but it's also not as loose as Python, and Python's like kind of crazy anyways. But like a small miniature example, like when you want to input or have a user input something into maybe a text box or something, you're gonna prompt them, which is gonna prompt them to input something. You see what I did there? But that's just a little thing about syntax. In day 2, we got back into functions, and they talked a little more about scope, how you can have some things that normally need to be going from top to bottom, usually how the program runs. Some things can be like the function can be up top, like a main function can be up top where you will call it at, but you can actually have the function that it's calling down there. But I mean, in best practice, I wouldn't do that anyways. You need to have the main function be called at the bottom, in my case, and have all your function layout at top, or above that at least. So, in day 3, we got back into arrays in JavaScript, and we got a small little intro into how JavaScript will be used with the DOM, the Document Object Model. The more you know. So, in day 4, we jump back into JavaScript classes, not Java classes. Those are two different things. I mean, classes aren't, but Java and JavaScript are two different things. We jumped into JavaScript classes and objects. And then in day 5, we went right back over switch case, try catch, and for the first time ever, we got a JavaScript review. I, for one, think this is totally beneficial because they are getting us ready for a JavaScript Microsoft MTA certification, and that is the primary test that we'll be taking. I mean, in addition to that, you can go into job interviews and know exactly what you're talking about. So it's not like, oh, I'm just going to school to learn this stuff. It's like, I'm going to school to learn how to get a job. I'm getting certified for this stuff. So they're really preparing you for the working world, and I really appreciate that. And also, it is going to be helpful in keeping up with that knowledge as you're going to be using it in practice a lot. 1, in class, and 2, again, outside in your career world. So I think that's completely beneficial. I'm super glad we're starting to do that. And I'm just looking forward to more reviews, and like we also do daily questions too, just like picking questions from the certification exam, or at least having similar questions from the exam, and they'll pick on you for like the smallest stuff. Like one of the questions we had was asking if there's this certain there is this certain thing we're going to print out, but is it going to print out the word, or is it going to print out the number of characters in that string? And another thing that could trip you up is if there was even quotations around that string. It was hello world, by the way, which every programmer starts off programming when you first start off. And I never understood that, but it's widely accepted. But yeah, like quotations around that hello string, if there was no quotes around there, it wasn't going to print anything. It was going to give you an error back. But it's like these small little things that apparently can trip you up on a certification exam. So I'm really glad we're doing these reviews, and I'm looking forward, and I really feel confident that I'm going to pass this exam whenever it comes up, because I'm always engaged and trying my best. And I really appreciate that. So I want to give like a little insight into how Code School is actually going for me aside from work. I like it because, one, everybody's adapting to being a student again. Some of us have been out of school for a minute, so it's like, I gotta be a student, I gotta do homework, I gotta sit and pay attention. But we're getting a lot better at that. And I also like to applaud my teachers as well, because they are adapting to us as students, and also they are having adaptable teaching styles too, as they are learning us and learning what works and what doesn't work. Also, big applaud to my cohort, as we officially have made it through our first month of Code Crew Code School. Super proud of us. It's usually within the first month or even within the first weeks, the weak gets separated from the strong. We had to learn a lot. We had to learn 3 different languages, the basics and fundamentals, and the syntax between them all. Not to mention, like, just trying to grasp some of those concepts. Like for me, classes and objects is just not sticking. Now it's sticking. I understand what I'm doing. I see the similarities between them all, and I understand how I'm going to use them later. But again, big applied to us. So I really like the direction everything's going. I'm looking forward to the next few months. I know next week we are starting with HTML. Thank God it's a breather. 1, because I am very familiar with HTML. 2, it's generally easy compared to actually learning object-oriented programming. So really excited, really excited. All right, everybody, so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this video. You guys know I don't try to make like these 10-minute videos or whatever. I really don't know if it's at 10 minutes at this point, but I don't think it is. But thank you all for all that have watched. Thank you to the people that have subscribed. I got some more subscribers, so that's still cool. I'm gonna probably geek about this every time I get new subscribers. Like, every little one counts. So make sure you guys subscribe. If you like it, like this video. If you want to talk to me, comment. Also, the links below in my description, link to my social media and my email. Also, I don't think I have anything else to say. So thank you guys again. You all have a great rest of the day and or night. Y'all have a good one. Bye.